This is Veberöd, a very pleasant little town with a smell of Cornish pasties coming from over there. It's the start of a 2-day short hike, so that's the direction that we're going in, the other side of that car and across into those forests. I'm very much hoping that those magnificent hills and forests in the distance are where the path is going to lead through. I'm not sure at the minute because there's already been a detour, even this close to the start, as there's a bunch of roadworks going on. So I need to rejoin. Ah, okay, well that was easy. So we're on the SL2, that's the direction we should have walked up. So that is the direction that we're going. So it's looking good for being up there. So I'm very happy to say that the trail does go up into those hills. That's where I just come from. This is where I'm going up, so as you can see it gradually inclines. I just moved to the left, you can see it swinging around to the right. So I'm pretty sure that Häckeberga is on the other side of those hills, which will make sense dropping down towards the lake. So that's where I'm going to camp this evening. There's a couple of horses over there just chilling out at the minute. I'll take some more pictures and videos from the top of the hills when I get there. But this is at the moment just kind of walking through farmland because it's at the outer edge of Veberöd, which kind of makes sense. But once we get up to inside those forests, the farmland's finished. I guess on the other side, or at least close to the top, is where the nature reserve itself will begin, and then it's mostly forest. Walking past here, which are paddocks for horses. As you can see, the buildings are beautiful. There's such a lovely smell coming from these trees. That's the direction I'm going. But it does make it kind of special when you get to walk past something like that. That's the direction I just walked up, so we're probably not too far from the top of the hill now. This is where the Skåneleden turns off of this road and goes in to the forest. At least now I understand why this trail is listed as difficult on the Skåneleden website. Because as you can probably hear from my voice, it's rather a steep walk. It's only about 8 kilometers to Häckeberga, at least to the campsite that I'm going to stay at in Häckeberga. This is a junction, so off to the right is where I'd go if I was going a very different way. Veberöd is where I just come from, so we've done about 3 kilometers, so after what, an hour or so. Very, very calm, relaxed pace. So to the left is where I'm going. Kulturtorpet is, I think, where I'm going to stay tonight. There should be a campsite there. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is swing around Häckeberga and then go up to Genarp and then go home from there. So our direction now, this is where I've just come from. This is where I'm going. As you can see, these paths, there's also the blue paths as well, so this is an area which is well used, and these paths have had a lot of use, although this one is looking a lot thinner and a lot less well used than the ones that I've seen already. Nice bit of energy after walking up there and just taking the first break of the day. That's the path from here, and that could be the brow of the hill. I've walked past quite a few of these on the way up here, and basically what it says is that it's a military training area for ammunition projectiles. I don't know what deal means. and it says that the timings and what they're going to do in this area are shown on on notice boards. It's always a little bit jarring when you see this kind of forest here. See the type of trees? And on this side you have this. Now I'm not sure if this is a wild forest. I would love to know what's making that sound over there. I think it's a bird. I'm not sure this is a wild forest because the trees are mostly the same as they are over here, but it's very hilly. So it would be very hard for loggers to get in there and to be able to log. And of course these trees are large, old, so this might be planted, but it might be planted wild. This one, I suspect, is going to be logged at some point. This is Kullertorpet. It's closed till some point in the future because of Corona. That's what the sign there says. If you want to visit when it is open, they ask for a 20 crowns donation. So this is where I'm now. So I'm going to go to Häckeberga. So about 2 kilometers left. Tomorrow is Genarp. That's where we've come from. So yeah, we've done about 6 kilometers now. So at the end of the day it'll be about 8 kilometers. That's cool. This direction, Veberöd and Blentorp, that over there is would connect to the pathway I took when going from Kivik to Malmö, which we are clearly not doing today. So we take a quick look at the map. Right now we started off here, Veberöd, gone down here, we're now here where the red dude is, and we're going to come down to here to Häckeberga. So there's wind protection, that means nature reserve. These are the things I think down at the castle here. Looking back at another map, it does say there is a water source to Häckeberga, but I'm sure that close to the lake there'll be lots and lots of different kind of running streams that I can get water from. This is something I've never seen before. You can just see them disappearing. I thought they were in the same field as the horses. That was definitely the brow of the hill earlier. It's been almost completely downhill from then, as you can see from here. That's the path I've just come down, and that's the direction that it goes. This is the map, so you can see the Veberöd is about 7.7 kilometers away, Genarp about 3 kilometers that direction. What it's saying is that the campsite and a bathroom, because that little thing with a heart in the middle indicates a bathroom, is in that direction. Now I've been through here before and I don't remember seeing a campsite, so it must be, I think, over there. So I'm going to do a quick hunt along that path, and if I don't find it over there, then I'll go and have a hunt down there. This is home for the night. It's the lägerplats, the campsite at Häckeberga. As you can see, we have firewood, we have a place here for a fire, and a place over there next to the table for a fire. So I could sleep in here if I wanted to tonight, but I don't think I will. I tried that once a couple of months ago and nearly froze my ass off. So I think what I'll do is I may just build a fire over here, have a spot of dinner while sat here, and then retire for the night. So it also has a bathroom, which has a door that locks. Yay! And a rubbish can. Unfortunately, it also has some ants. Now, there's not that many. I've had a look round. And they're very small and they're very black, so might put my tent here. Although I'm very curious where that hole leads. Another option though is to put it back here. And this is significantly rockier, as you can see. But I think there's also a lot less ants around here. So I might just put it here. The other issue as well is that there's no water in the water source. I've tried it a couple of times and there's nothing coming out. Interestingly, there's a lot of ants around the bottom of there, so ants concern me just in case you kind of get into the tent in the middle of the night. It's not something I enjoy thinking about. So I'll kind of demonstrate this for you. You can hear there is some water sloshing around, and that does look like it's been used in the not too distant past, so it's possible the water source has just dried up. So pitch the tent, put it in this place because there aren't that many ants here. As you can see, it's not pitched very well, and the reason for that is it has a broken pole here. There's already one on the way from the manufacturer, so hopefully next time I go camping that'll be fixed. There's quite a few ants in this area, so I've chosen not to have dinner here. I've got my camp shoes on, so I don't want my toes being bitten. So dinner this evening is over here, where there aren't that many ants. In fact, I haven't seen any so far. And normally I would have freeze-dried food, but as this is only a single night out, I brought some noodles, thrown a bunch of tuna in there. No idea how that's going to taste. So we'll find out in about 10 minutes or so. It's getting a bit colder. Time now is 5:30. So you can see the sun's kind of up there. It's blotted out by the clouds. Feels like it's going to be quite a cold, kind of damp night tonight. So I think we might be due for rain in the next few days. A bee has got itself in there. On my last trip, I think I had a single bee follow me for 3 days. I'm not quite sure how he's managed to get in here, but it would be nice if he could come out. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Cool.
Good morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, it rained quite a bit last night, or as I like to call it, nature's ASMR. Yeah, it's quite damp. Very overcast, but that's not unexpected. So the plan today, grab some breakfast, walk down to Häckeberga, have a walk around, well, part of the lake, not the whole lake, and then back to Genarp. Before all that, definitely time for a spot of breakfast. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so time to head off. Still very damp, a little bit warmer, but when that wind starts it cuts right through. A little bit of good news. There's some water in the water pump, so I'm not sure if that's just because I'm using it a little bit more vigorously than yesterday, or the rain has recharged the underwater aquifer a little bit. I'm unsure, but there's definitely water. That's good news because it means that I don't need to hunt for a water source this morning. So yeah, not following the Skåneleden now. Back down there and around and then to the left is the way to Genarp. Where I'm going though is up this path. This path actually swings to the right there, but I'm going to go straight ahead, and that'll take me in about a kilometre, maybe 2 kilometres to the lake of Häckeberga. Then I'm going to walk along there a little bit, and then I'm going to go over across to Genarp. What a magnificent tree, and it's got all that area to itself. Just around the corner is the edge of Häckeberga, Häckeberga Lake. Just gotta make sure I don't get run over. This is where I've just come from, down that road. Nice relaxing walk. All downhill walks are relaxing. So this main road goes along the side of the lake for I think about 400 meters. It's not that far, and then it branches off. But what I'm planning on doing is following the road a little bit and then carrying on walking around the lake. There's an island over there. Actually, you can see the castle there as well, just through trees. There's an island over in the distance that I want to walk around to and take a look. When you come off the road, there's a little pathway at the side here that follows around the side of the lake. Where I am right now is right on the outer edge of what looked like an island on the GPS. As you can see though, it's not, well, it's an island, but it's got fields. Since this field is not cultivated, you're allowed to walk across it, and you can see there's a pathway going there. That's why I'm not on that side of the fence. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping this would be a forested area. But I'll carry on walking, and I'll see what's a bit further down the path. Just walked up there and up here, raised my head, and realised I'm being watched. They seem friendly. This is the trail that's leading away from Häckeberga now. I'm going to head up to Genarp. You can just see the lake through the trees there, and this rather delightful set of houses through the woods. This trail goes on for maybe 300 meters or so. Then it joins the road, and on that road I'll connect back up to the Skåneleden, walk that for a little bit, and then pretty much head directly north up to Genarp. Beyond the cows, that large kind of hill you can see in the background with the trees, that's where I just come from. So I walked along the other side of this field to the junction, walk to here. So what I'm going to do here is just cross there and up in that direction, roughly reconnect with the Skåneleden in maybe 200-300 meters, and then it basically swings to the right and up towards Genarp. And when I get closer to Genarp, I'll come off it and go into the centre. So this is the Skåneleden, about 200 meters inwards. I'm heading to the right, so heading up towards Genarp. There's a major road. Actually no, before that road there's a path that leads up to the south of Genarp. So that's what I'm going to take. As you can see, the clouds starting to go. The sun is starting to make an appearance. The forest, especially after last night's rain, is looking very vibrant and colourful. Horses come through here, which makes sense because just over in that direction, just behind the trees, you might be able to see it. Several buildings with horses in paddocks. This is the lägerplats, or campsite at Riesen, or Riesen if you want to say it with an English accent. I think Riesen, yeah, I think that's right for Swedish. Lots of space for tents, a lot of space actually. They've kind of got one or two of these makeshift fire pits, which I don't think you're supposed to do, but somebody has. It's fairly new. The restroom, bathroom, toilet is actually quite new as well. This would be a place where I'd be happy to come and camp for an evening. It's got shade. It's also quite airy. There's wood. You can see people have already been here. They've left some things behind. So there's some, I think there's charcoal and some oil there. Bit of wood. There's wood over there as well. They've even left some rope. I don't quite understand the rope. And there's a bit on the floor there. So, not going to question that too closely. It's interesting how all that dirt is piled up against those trees. I have noticed there's quite a few ants around here. So there's a nest nearby. I think I just found the nest. That is a lot of ants, and a lot of ants very close to here. So maybe if you were gonna camp here, maybe do it a bit further afield. That's where it's walked from, and if you follow the orange brick road in that direction, that's where the Skåneleden takes you on. I'm coming off it now. I'm just going to turn left here, head out towards Genarp, get the bus. I actually just had a nice conversation with another hiker who's going in the opposite direction, so she's going to go out for a few days as well. It's nice to see fellow hikers out now. The weather's getting a bit warmer, even if it is the middle of the week. If you've got the opportunity, take advantage of the fact that Sweden's not in lockdown and that we are allowed to come out and enjoy this beautiful nature. I think this is called the Reason Nature Reserve, I believe, and it kind of connects Genarp down to Häckeberga. I just met two ladies who were looking at these flowers, and they said that it's really, really unusual to see them here, and they are beautiful. So ahead is the end of the trail itself. After this, it's mainly normal roads and civilization, dogs and people, up to the bus station, which should be about 10 minutes from here.